I'm Jimmy, owner, creator, however you want to put it, of the Race One program. We're now 10 years old, and that's why I'm on your screen to thank you for supporting us all these years. I'm not going to list any names or call anyone. I surely will forget. So on Saturday, June 23rd, we're going to have an award ceremony at Pave Car Park where we're going to do an official thank you. I also want to thank the haters. You give us inspiration to go on, and we're going to keep going on. So you're not really here to see me. You want to see the action after the break. Race One, I believe, is the longest running locally produced program on CBC. We're still doing some research into that. We'll let you know about that for sure. And keep watching to be updated on the event at Easy Pave on June 23rd. So thank you again. It's 10 years. We're happy about this. Thank you. And be sure to be here after the break for the action that's coming up. Thank you.
Easy Pave Rentals provides industrial tools for construction work, building, and commercial landscaping. We offer crowd barricades, drive mowers, tower light, floor sanders, generators, and concrete mixers. We have tools for any size project at reasonable prices. We are open 7 days a week and offer you great weekend specials. Come see us at Easy Pave Rentals. "10 years. Celebrations are definitely on the way. We know it's high rally time, and we're getting there, but we have to go back to the Barbados Festival of Speed 2017. There was plenty footage recorded, and it will not be wasted. Around the time of the festival, Barbadians were treated to some aerial stunts by the UK-based Twister Aerobatics team. Now, the Barbados Festival of Speed is an annual one-day motorsport event held at the Bushy Park Racing Circuit. These displays were totally awesome and of course not customary to the Bajan skies. Onto the track, and as usual, we keep track of the day-by-day lead up to the festival. Plenty work was happening all around the circuit, and Bushy Park Circuit Inc. or BPCI was now boasting the installation of their new lights to accommodate night racing. We then got busy snooping around in the pits for a close-up on the vehicle slated to entertain patrons on the big day. This is the Ferrari 458, a serious-looking piece of machinery. This is a locally owned Mini Cooper with a Hayabusa bike engine. Saul Isuf in his open cockpit race car. For sure, he'll be expecting to win his races. This is Zane Maloney's Formula 4 racing car. Zane is a Barbadian go-kart driver who is currently blazing up the tracks all over the world. We'll meet Zane later in the show. Then the star act of the Barbados Festival of Speed, the 2009 Formula 1 World Champion Jenson Button. We'll also be seeing more of him later. Here his radical race car is being prepared for race day. This is only the second Barbados Festival of Speed, but what would it be like without the UK-based Dreamers Banger team? There must be a reason that they're back.
The crowd seemed to love us last year. Obviously what we do, that's a regular day's racing for us, but the crowd just took to us so well, and the offer come up, couldn't possibly resist, could we? Obviously the end product of a banger is to totally destroy it. That's what we do, and obviously after the event last year, I don't believe they were able to be sorted out, so they shipped them back to the UK, where I stripped all the good bits off them and rebuilt all the new cars. So these are 16 brand new cars with the bits from the old ones.
On the supercar lineup with the Jaguar, not a race car, just a showpiece. Not airborne anymore. They're now in our reaches. The two aircrafts from the Twister Aerobatics team. One of the pilots, Chris Burkett, filled us in on all we needed to know about the planes.
So the Twister is a very light, single-seat aerobatic aeroplane. We can fly aerobatic stunts in it, and it's a really wonderful plane to fly. It handles really fantastically well, and we can do loops and rolls and swoops in it. It's quite a low horsepower engine, so it's quite an efficient machine. And we do sort of graceful aerobatics, and we do that in the daytime and at night with pyrotechnics. I've been flying aerobatics for probably about 30 years and flying air displays for the last 15 years. And we travel all over the world to do this. Obviously most of our displays are at home in England, but we travel onto the continent in France and Switzerland and Germany, and then further afield to China and India sometimes to do our displays. It's a very exhilarating feeling. I mean, you obviously, if you do anything enough, you get used to the sensations. So as a passenger for the first time, if we fly in a two-seater and somebody joins us, they think it's absolutely incredible. And it's an amazing feeling for me particularly to follow Pete as the lead aeroplane when we're doing the evening pyrotechnics show, because suddenly we have very bright pyrotechnics coming off the wings, and it's an amazing spectacle, and sitting right next to it on the wing of the other airplane, it's amazing. We've never displayed in Barbados, we've never displayed in the Caribbean before, and so we shipped the planes by sea in a shipping container. The wings came off and we reassembled them when we got here. And we're doing various displays here at the Festival of Speed this weekend, including a race against Jenson Button in the car, which we're really looking forward to.
For sure, we'll have more of this amazing act later in our Race 1 program. We won't have a Formula 1 car on the track this time around, but one is sitting in the pits, which later was taken to the spectator area for viewing. Back to the Ferrari 458. With the hood open, we think the engine is in the rear of the vehicle. The facility and workshop manager could not wait to tell us all about the festival.
I'm very excited for the show. And we had cars practicing on the track yesterday, and so that means we were ahead of the game. We had a lot of work on the facility, obviously, because we just put in the lighting system. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough rain. After the rain fell and held us up to bring up the grass back, so there's some areas that we would like to look a little better, but I can tell you the lights were on last night and the track was spectacular. This is the second installment of the Barbados Festival of Speed, and this is a product we're trying to grow. As you know, we have the included in the show is the Radicals and the Swift series. That is a Barbadian series, and we're looking to spread that and grow that around the region as well. So that's a product that we're looking to push all around the Caribbean. If you're following the racing, you will know that is now up in Jamaica. They're buying Radicals. We have some Radicals going down. The Guyanese are taking their Radicals down to Guyana. So that series is growing. But we brought some things to Barbados here with these planes that behind me. I've seen these guys practice. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I think anybody who is not here to see this tomorrow is missing a great show to come to this land. And I mean, that's all Bushy Park has done since we've opened. We've done things that are unreal. In my lifetime, I've never believed that I would see a Formula One that I could touch. I mean, people like me don't get to do that. So, I mean, I'm talking to you right now and my skin is crawling because that's how I feel about it. And this is what we have done here at Bushy Park for not just us in Barbados, but all around the people from a region that can come to Barbados and look at the Barbados Festival of Speed and help us to build it. Just like Goodwood Festival of Speed in England, let this be a festival that the whole Caribbean could be proud of. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited. I've heard some comments that say that we don't have as much as we had last year. I think we have just as much. I think these airplanes alone, I mean, look at what the bikes did, that jump, and we had the monster trucks. We got planes that fly almost a touchy road. So it's incredible. They're going to freak out when they see this. The public of Barbados are going to freak out.
A plane doing donuts. Yeah, action.
G twist as well. The other one's G right. I don't know if you noticed, but
Welcome back to Race 1, Season 10. It's our 10th anniversary. We're speaking to Marc Maloney, the brains behind the Barbados Festival of Speed.
We know you've tried to bring a couple of different things to the Festival of Speed this time around. Tell us about them.
Well, we have the planes. We have Jenson, who's going to be doing some cool things with the Radicals and the cars, the go-karts. And we have our very own Marc Maloney, young aspiring driver who will be driving an F4 car. We have some other interesting things. We have the bangers, which were a big treat for us last year for the first time, and crowd loved it. We brought them back. So I think it's going to be a day of spectacular driving experiences for the crowd to watch, and we just hope that the rain goes away and allows us to experience it all. And the night lights are going to be, quite spectacular. We've invested in the lights and did it just in time for the Festival of Speed, and we're hoping that the day into night event is well received by the public.
It's event day. We're now at the Barbados Festival of Speed 2017, and straight off, the 2009 Formula One World Champion Jenson Button takes out the Radical for some hot laps. The rain was threatening all day, falling on and off, so we had a wet track. Button, although retired from Formula One, is a professional, and the speed of the Radical is nowhere near that of an F1 car. Wet does not scare these guys. The crowd was building nicely on the day. Trust the banger crew to be always involved in some sort of fun-filled action. Button then emerged from his car to officially meet and have a chat with the crowd at the event. Certainly not his first time in Barbados, but his first time at the Bushy Park circuit. With no time to spare, more on the track action. And this is what facilities manager Kirk Ciabra was talking about. These planes fly really close to the ground, maneuvering through those poles. Spectacular! Jenson Button is also on the track in the Radical. They're both warming up to race each other. A car racing a plane right here in Barbados. Here we go. Don't look away.
into the lead of all this. Hopefully it's not. I wonder if he expected that coming. I don't think his rearview mirrors point upwards particularly. So down through the T-shaft hairpin and on towards the Coxford Cyclone go to Steve.
On your mark, get set, go! For us, this was the highlight of the day. The skill displayed by both pilots, simply amazing. What will the organizers come with in 2019? Maybe a submarine on wheels. And now donuts! Donuts from an airplane! Is this for real?
G twist as well. The other one's G a bit like a real.
Peter Wells in the red suit piloted the plane. Jenson in the white suit drove the car. Back to the pits, and Button was swarmed with fans wanting autographs and pictures. This is the Barbados Festival of Speed for you.
Hi Jenson, how's it going so far?
Yeah, really good. I'm really enjoying the Barbados Festival of Speed. It's been a lot of fun. Bushy Park's my first experience here, so it's a great little track. You know, I've been driving these around, the Radicals, which is just perfect for this circuit. And I've just raced a plane, which is crazy. So, you know, acrobatic genius, that guy. And we were so close at the end as well. But when he comes over the top, it feels like he's a race car. It feels like he's alongside you. So, really great experience. And hopefully we get some good footage from it.
Well, it's good to see you here.
And you. Cheers.
Not much rest for Button as he was back out. This time racing fellow countryman Will Stevens. Stevens is another popular race driver based in the UK. Suleiman Sol Isuf is another Radical driver and the reigning 2016 champion.
Suleiman, you're leading the Radicals coming into the last day. How does it feel?
Feels great, man. We got a 20-point lead, so hoping to get a clean drive and maintain everybody there.
Tell beer lies.
That's your rival. I mean, holding off these challengers, how has that been?
It's tough, man. The guys are pretty quick as well, so it's tough trying to keep them off. Racing against three brothers too, you know, so pressure's on. All of them are very good, so we're just hoping for the best today, try to get a clean drive and no bouncing up anyway.
How is it that you've been so fast? I mean, you haven't come through the karting, but yet you're up with these guys and even passing them.
Everything is on the Almighty. Just prayer, you know, a lot of effort, but mainly prayer.
Zane Maloney, a great future driver right here. We believe Zane will go on to be a Formula One champion. He's such a wonderful young man.
Hi Zane, you've been all over the world now. How's your journey been going?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. When I was 3 years old, just driving a mini buggy cart, and then now driving a Formula 4 car. It's just an amazing opportunity I've had, and yeah, just till 5-6 years old, just driving in Barbados, and then all of a sudden getting the opportunity at 12 years old to go race in America, and then a year later in Europe as well. So at the top of karting right now, came 5th in the World Champs. So it's just amazing to have a Barbadian in 5th in the World Champs. It's just a great feeling.
How's that been? You've raced in America and Europe as well as Barbados. What's the major differences?
Major differences are, it's in America it's 30, 40 karts, and in Barbados it's not many because we're trying to build karting in Barbados now. And also the tracks. The tracks are a lot different away. There's so much more grip, and then when it rains there's no grip. So it's just a lot of different intermediate conditions and stuff like that. And in Europe it's even harder because there's 90-something drivers, and it's even more grip level changes, so it's getting harder and harder.
You've been to the World Champs. How was that?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. So many F1 drivers. Fernando Alonso came over and he was in my tent, told me good luck, and I was so happy that I got to talk to a F1 world champion. And also Button's here as well. And yeah, just a lot of famous people were at the World Champs, so it was good to perform well there.
Today saying you're supposed to race Jenson Button. Tell us about that. Suppose you beat Jenson Button.
Yeah, he's driving a Radical, I'm driving an F4, so we'll try to give a good show for the fans, but yeah, still wanting to go out there and beat him, say that I can beat an F1 world champion will be good.
Bushy Park Motorsport Inc., or BPMSI, also had their regular group racing on the day. Ryan Wood in the BMW spinning on this twisty section of the track. For sure, he will make up some time for that with a few crowd-pleasing sideways moves. All groups made up the handicap race. The Radicals, Swifts, and BPMSI group cars. The superbikes also featured at the festival had to take it easy in the wet, tricky conditions. It was getting dark now, and the UK Twister aerobatic team lit up the evening skies. A truly breathtaking performance. Jenson Button back on the track, but this time in a karting race with a packed field of local karters. This episode of Race 1, we're bringing you highlights from the Barbados Festival of Speed 2017.
Jenson Button, quick glance over his shoulder to see who is anywhere near it now. There's Jenson Button in relationship to Justin Amber. He's quite some way behind him at the moment. Button there does pace. Unlike the kart racers who will do...
The Bangers, a big hit with the crowd at the first Barbados Festival of Speed in 2016, are back. It's all about the last man driving. And yes, all they do is bang into each other. When you see these cars after the event, they're like scrap metal.
Another lap, third lap, I reckon. Next up is now Danny Merrill, Mr. B.
Following a good line of...
The supercars. Leading is a Porsche, followed by the Ferrari 458 and the Jaguar.
Yeah, see, at the front we've got the naughty boys. I think all the passengers' camera is probably now in the foot. I'm trying to encourage George to misbehave a little bit. The Japanese Grand Prix last weekend.
The race was now on between Jenson Button in the White Radical and Marc Maloney in the Formula 4 car. Zane won the race. Button allowed that, of course. Patrons had a blast at the festival.
Barbados Festival of Speed 2017. How is it going for you?
Fantastic! I absolutely love it.
What has been the best part?
Oh, the Dreamers, of course, from the UK!
It's good. It's very good. A little wet and cold, but good.
Very good. Really good.
What was your best part? What were you looking forward to?
The planes.
What was the best thing for you today?
The planes.
Planes? What do you like about the planes?
Because I was lighting up. It was a good show so far. I enjoyed the planes. They were a big difference. I came at the beginning just to see the banger cars, but everything else I've seen has been good so far.
It's 10 years we've been around, and on every show this season, we will flash back to videos we've captured over the past decade. This is the Luke Hill Stage 2009. Enjoy. Next time on Race 1, we go rallying.